One.
Hey, I'm Christy Semsen, and I wanted to just take you behind the scenes of the set for Star Quest. Our show is tonight, both shows tonight, and this is Clyde. He is the one that designed most of our set stuff, so I thought I would just kind of have him walk us around and kind of talk about a bit of the things that we made. So first of all, let's start with these cool little consoles right here. What'd you do with that?
Okay, these are just a single sheet of plywood that I cut and I framed up so that they would have this angular look here. We added these lights, which you can get in a computer store. They're LED lights with a plug-in, a single plug-in that just like you would set up for your computer to look really cool at home. This is something you could also find at like a electronic store. It's just a toggle switch cover. There's no toggle switch underneath it, but it's a toggle switch cover, but it's nice and bright and shiny. And that's probably the most expensive part you'll find.
And then we got, we blew up these Star Quest symbols just from the clip art.
Yeah, and that's just paper that we took, and after we painted it, we did kind of a decoupage to put on, which is a fancy word for we put glue behind it.
Okay. So we have our little tablets out. I just made these. Nathaniel made these with duct tape on the sides. We've got our cool shorter beanbag chairs, which we thought would be fun for the front of the bridge, especially because then you have shorter kids sitting in the front and taller kids in the back. So that was fun. Oh, look at this. I love this.
This is a plasma ball that instead of having a throttle or anything, this is how he controls the ship and drives the ship.
Love that.
And so that was probably one of the more complicated parts, is we had to cut a hole in this and then make it shaped so that it would fit through there. And there's a little extra platform that inside this one that it sits on.
Yeah. Okay, now this beautiful bridge, I love, love, love this. I know you worked really long and hard on it. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about it? I think we'll come behind it too.
Okay, so basically it is a PVC pipe that we formed just different angles at, and we used some metal pipe to give it some weight and security, but most of it's just the PVC pipe. You put different joints on here, and we can see some joints when we look at the transporter that'll be a little bit more obvious what we did. And so as being PVC pipe, you can twist it and then you cover it with fabric, so you have a lot more angular ability on that.
Look how he sewed the material around and tied it like this, really tight. I was very concerned that it wasn't going to be tight. We got this material donated, which is shiny and kind of thick, which is awesome. But you can see it around there.
And to get it tight, there is a little flexible, I don't know if I have access to one here, but a little flexible PVC pipe inside there that is about 1/4 inch big, and then we tied it around that rather than putting any little grommets in there to tighten like you have on your shoes.
Yeah, I love it. I love how it's framed, and then we have our white captain's chair in the front, which you already saw.
How does the bridge change color?
Oh yeah, the bridge changes color. Oh, Nathaniel's going to show us how the bridge changes color. When we go to the planet, and the planet is green where we put our little plants out, the bridge changes to green. So now we're green, which I love. And then when we're red alert, when there's a problem, we go to red. Love it. Oh, were we doing something else? Oh, we were changing during the rock song. We're changing colors. And is that tape, Clyde?
That is tape, and this comes on a reel that looks like the old movie reels. You can buy it in the stores. It's better to get it off of an online product place that we ended up getting 32 feet for about $25, and we used 3 strands. So there's 2 strands in each that equals 32 feet. And so we bought 2 sets and used 1.5.
Nice.
And it's remote control.
Yeah, oh yeah, so Nathaniel's controlling that remote control. You'll see we have the backdrops from Word that we've put up as a big window in the back. We're using them over here as on Deletor's, his lair over here. So you can see they're going up and down over here, but we have them sideways over there. This is actually our organ that we've got a table on top of so we can stand on it. And you want to, oh yeah, here we have our red alert button.
So we have some red alert buttons here. It's a tap light, and you get at a place like a hobby store where you can get stained glass paint, and you basically paint the top of it so it's nice and red, and it shows up really good. And then we also got at a surplus store, secondhand store, just a couple of calculators to give them something to look very official with.
Love it. Okay, last but not least, we have over here, we have our transporter. It's not necessary in the script for Deletor to transport into the ship, but we thought it'd be fun in a Star Trek type theme. Here is our transporter. We got some smoke machine back there, and it comes fantastic. What'd
This
you do?
was the most complicated thing, and these are 2 paint buckets that I bolted together in the middle. And then we also took and we put a dowel rod down the center of it. I have taken and done great pains to make this extremely safe for any performer that's in here, so it is like redundant safety features so that nothing comes down on it. Inside here, this is a just a black strap that we used, and we put it on a weight that the weight actually pulls it up so that the performer doesn't actually have to take and sit there and crank it up. Nobody's doing it. He puts that weight down, it pulls it down. You have to manage the weight so it pulls it down at a nice pace.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Well, I hope that this helps you a little bit. I can't wait to see what you guys do in your shows, and hopefully everything goes good tonight and you can watch it on the DVD. See you later.